Hi there and welcome back here at the Future of Information and Communication Conference. My name is Gerrit Heikop and I'm talking to some of the most highly valued authors being present in San Francisco here this year. And in this episode I'm talking to Olaf Flak, who is from Katowice in Poland, and he's on a mission to see if we can actually replace human managers by robots. Olaf, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you explain our viewers, what is your personal fascination with this topic? Why would we want to use robots to become our managers?
Yeah, it came to me about 10 years ago when I imagined that we have many robots around us, but we can't buy or we can't employ a manager who is a robot. And I imagined how two teams, for example, would be managed by them, and we could make a competition between a human and a robot, and who would be better. So this was the first idea.
Yeah, and how far are you along that journey? Have you done that competition already?
No, I haven't done. I imagine that maybe I will be able to do it in some years, but firstly I focused on some theoretical issues, how to design the method of recognizing what the manager really does, because this is the biggest problem in management science, that we ask managers what they do, but we don't know actually what they do. We only rely on them answers.
I'm afraid a lot of viewers recognize that we don't know what the managers do. So, but in your paper you refer to the problem that all these management theories, they don't combine or concise, right?
Yeah, I tried to combine a few theories, going back to the philosophy, and try to figure out what's really in this world, and that's why I designed the system of organizational terms, which is an analogy to SI units in physics. And because in other sciences we can replace some processes with robots because of clear definitions and clear descriptions, and in management science we understand many things differently, so that's why I tried to just make a stable unit system, let's say.
Yes, and that is your system of organizational terms. How far is that? Are you done?
Yeah, I wrote a whole book about that, and I designed also some measuring tools, because the question is how to measure what the manager does, and they are in the same time managerial tools. I gave students 10 tools online, and these tools recorded what the students did. They played the role of managers, and we could recognize what were the sequences of actions, how long they take, and so on and so on.
So where are you today in this journey? What is your key finding you're presenting here?
Now I'm in the place where I can say how much and what the manager does. But the next question is how to calculate it in the long period of time, and how to imitate the manager, so that the manager, a real manager, a human manager, could go, for example, on holidays and turn on it's a robot who could somehow imitate him.
Well, I bet all of our viewers have a manager. You probably have a manager yourself. Can you share with us what are some of the key findings of what managers actually do, defined in a scientific way?
I think people are firstly very curious about what the manager does, but another question is that the managers and of course scientists rarely accept or don't accept this attitude, because they are afraid they could be replaced. And of course this is the story of the far future. But I think it's quite interesting how we could add additional managers to human ones.
Exactly. And have you already done some field testing with these ideas? Have you actually tried to see if a robot could run a team?
No. Now it's only just recording what people do, working with these managerial tools, and only we have data what they did, and try to make some conclusions, to draw conclusions about their activities. This is the present
That's
state.
where you are. And if you look into the future, how many years do you expect or hope that it will take you to do some first experiments?
It's very hard to say, because things which we didn't understand and which we didn't imagine 10 years ago, now they exist. So maybe in 10 or 20 years, such artificial robots would happen, would be in the world.
Interesting. Well, we would love to see you back with that here at the conference. Just a question for our audience who's never been at an FICC conference. Why did you decide to submit your paper at FICC and come all the way from Poland to San Francisco?
It was just a hint that I found this conference, and I thought that it's a good idea to attend it and to spread my idea of managerial activities replaced by robots to others. So maybe this was just an idea.
And how would you describe your experience here so far?
I also wrote about it in several papers, so it can be found in the internet.
Interesting. Well, thank you very much, Olaf, for sharing your insights, and thank you for watching these videos all the way till the end. If you're curious to learn more about the innovations presented here at FICC, check out the SAI conference website. Hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel right now and be the first to know when a new video comes out. And Olaf and I are just looking forward to meet you in person at one of our future conferences.